Due to the pandemic, your lessons this year will include online sessions using the conferencing program Zoom. This short video will help you get ready and use Zoom effectively for your lectures, tutorials, and group sessions. So what is Zoom? Zoom is a video conferencing tool that allows you to engage with people across the world using your computer, phone, or tablet. As long as you have a microphone and a camera, you're set to go. However, you should use a headset when using Zoom for your lessons. You can download Zoom from the company website shown here. You can either install it on your device or run it purely online in a browser. In either case, you'll need to sign in. Check with the guidance from the university on if you'll need to set up an account or if you should sign in with your given university email account. Okay, so joining a Zoom session. Your lecture, tutorial and seminar sessions will also be updated to your university or college portal. If you click on the link for your tutorial, it should automatically open Zoom. Now, if this is the first time you've used Zoom, it may prompt you to download the software. If it does, follow through all the windows so you can install or access it online. Otherwise, it'll take you straight to the meeting. In some cases, you might have meetings emailed directly to you. Again, click the link and choose how you want to use Zoom. Zoom meetings should always have a passcode. If you're given one, say in an email, make sure you enter it or you'll not be able to get in. Clicking the link on the portal may not require a passcode. However, if one is stated, make sure you enter it. If you decide to ever make your own Zoom session to chat with fellow students, make sure that you set a passcode and give this out to your attendees, and always make sure not to share it on social media. At first, the technology in Zoom can seem a bit scary. But rest assured, your lecturer or tutor tends to have control over the sound and videos. However, it's always advisable for you to log in with your video and sound switched off. You can set that up in the preference settings shown here. Zoom can sometimes change your microphone and video settings, so when you do log in, they don't work. Don't panic, this happens all the time. Simply go to the settings on the microphone or on the video, shown here on the left of the window, click to open and choose the right microphone, speaker and camera. Remember, you should be using a headset for these sessions, so you just need to choose the one which has the name of your headset, microphone or camera. Zoom also has the ability for you to play with some backgrounds, so you can change the background set by your camera. If you've got a green screen or a bare wall behind you, you can use this effectively to create a virtual background. If you've got a busy background behind you, this isn't going to work. Now, while this is up to you, remember that for your lectures, your screen's probably going to be turned off. And for tutorials, it's important to focus on the task in hand. This can be a lot of fun, but it can also be distracting, so be sensible with it. Also, a handy hint is to always try and leave about 3 to 4 inches between the top and the bottom of the screen for your head. Now that might seem silly, but any less than that, you're going to be right in people's faces. Any further away, you're going to look like you're not interested. So try to make sure you've got a decent distance between you and your camera. Now, different ways that Zoom will be used. Firstly, your lectures. During your lectures, all you really need to do is listen and watch as your lecturer presents the topic and talks you through it. They will be controlling the screens, they'll be sharing screens, presentations, and they'll be talking directly to you. Now, they may choose to turn your video off, but it's important here that you pay attention, as they may stop and ask questions or even turn the video back on. Usually the chat function is enabled, so if you have a question, you can post it here and they will come back to you at the end of the session. Lectures are managed for you, so all you need to do is log in, get ready to take notes and enjoy the session. Tutorials are different. They're much more hands-on and you'll be expected to discuss topics with your fellow students and with your tutor. This can be difficult in a video call, but it's easy to adapt to with practice. First of all, your tutor will invite you to speak by asking students to contribute. You can always raise your hand, although that might seem a bit silly, but always just treat it like a normal conversation. Allow others to speak and contribute as normal. It can feel a bit stilted, but you'll get used to it quickly. As part of your tutorials, you may be asked to give a presentation or share resources. This is so easy on Zoom because you can share your screen. Simply make sure your file is open and then click Share Your Screen. This will allow you to choose which screen you now want to share, and then it shows it to everyone. Now you've got complete control over this, you can stop at any point. Now if you want to share a document like a source, you could also add it to the chat for everyone to download and look at while you're talking about it, as well as sharing it with your screen. The chat function is also useful for raising questions during presentations or talks without having to interrupt. Your tutor will tend to keep an eye on this. Zoom also allows for group work. Often you'll be required to break out into groups, but your tutor will do this for you and you'll be splintered off into a smaller chat room. This works exactly the same way as a normal session, and your tutor will bring you back to the main session after. Remember, it's perfectly okay to get this wrong, and it can feel a bit strange. Your tutors and lecturers are here to help and will support you in every step of the way. On your portal and online, there are much more detailed tools for you if you need them. Thanks for listening, and have a great year.